Welcome to Disclosures with Peter the Insider and Jessica Arael Morocco. The ACIO has a long history of helping humanity from the deep recesses of time. This is the first time the ACIO has become available to the public, aside from an earlier visitation by their 15th Division, the Wingmakers. Peter the Insider, originally from Slovakia, is the director of their 12th Division, and Jessica Arael Morocco is in Cicada 3301, their 6th Division. Together, they provide intel, insights on current events, a deeper perspective on aliens and UFOs, super soldier missions with Unit 374 in the Merge, and news relevant for disclosure. Don't forget to subscribe to keep updated with our latest intel and post any questions and comments below.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today in Disclosures. We have a very important update today regarding some of the current events that are happening, but they've become very real. This is an elevation of what's going on in the world over by the Ukraine and particularly Slovakia. So I'm going to share the screen. Slovakian PM Robert Fico, who was shot outside the House of Culture in Handlova on Wednesday. The Guardian cited an official from Fico's Smer party to report that the 59-year-old was shot in his abdomen and is in surgery. Several local media reports citing visuals. Witnesses at the scene report that a man who shot the Slovak PM is a writer and activist, Juraj Cintula.
Yeah, Juraj Cintula, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to have you take it from here, Peter, because this is your native homeland.
Okay, so what happened? Literally in, it was approximately few minutes after 3 p.m. This Wednesday, it was May 15th, 2024 in Handlova. This older gentleman, you know, Juraj Cintula, is like 71, 72, something like that, years old. He actually, this is what we saw, okay? This is official version that he shot our prime minister. Well, it wasn't like that. This is once again official. What really happened, that he shot one time to the air, to the open air, in order to create chaos, okay? And he did so because there was a sniper on the roof. We can maybe play the video without sound, and we will definitely see one thing, that people, they made this video footage, definitely made it on purpose, that they avoid to show the rooftop of the opposite building. The question is why? You know, because on the rooftop of opposite building was situated elite sniper, who is also part of shadow group named Alim bin Seka. He landed on airport of Vienna, you know, Schwekat, in Austria, 2 days before this attack, you know. He shot Prime Minister 5 times. It was approximately 100, 110, maybe 115, 120 meters away. Yeah, this, and look, it was just 1 or 2 seconds. Yeah, and he was in this window. In this window, it is, yes, literally this window. No, please go. This window, yeah. 5 times with Winchester sniper rifle, or let's say from Winchester sniper rifle, caliber 355 Magnum. 5 times clear shot, let's say maybe 5 clear shots, and everything perfect direct hit. That's the reason why he is so elite, because he is best. I don't want to say best, but one of the best snipers who is living at the time, right now. And everybody, as you can see, is focusing just right now. All of those people from security, or let's say people from security personnel, they were focusing of the also called shooter, because he didn't shoot for real, okay, not according to what media is saying or writing and so on. No, never 5 times. He got only 1 bullet, okay, and he shoot the bullet, and he got empty magazine. Okay, and there is Alim bin Seka. Yeah, Alim bin Seka is half Syrian and half from Iraq. Yeah. And Peter Toth. Let's say, who is this gentleman? This gentleman has under control Czech Slovak Republic. He's Slovakian, just by the way. And pretty much he wants to rule the whole Europe. Yeah, we can see him right now. Yeah. And officially he's journalist and all kind of that stuff, nope, he's not. I mean, it is his official cover, right? Official cover, not a big deal. But he works for SIS, what means Slovenská informačná služba. That means something like NSA in US, but in Slovakia. He went through high elite military training, SEALs, Navy SEALs, SEALs Team 6, Army Rangers, just by the way, and the best of the best, Special Activities Division, where he became friend with John Lynch, aka Martin Berg. Because look, be honest with me, did this appearance of this gentleman fit to quotes in quotes normal journalist? Be honest with me. We are here all of 3 guys, Z, aka Anthony Zender. Does it make any sense? Definitely not. This is what I want to say. I landed on top class security military airport in Europe today. Now I am in Slovakia. I faced Peter Toth today. He laughed to my face and he said that they, aka their operation group, wants to change the regime in Slovakia. No, I don't want to say another political party or something like that. Definitely not. They want to create chaos, let's say mayhem in Slovakia, because they want Slovakia, they might want to make from Slovakia direct gateway for land invasion of NATO countries, then to Ukraine, and then to Russia. And I'm like, are you sure you realize what do you want to do? Okay, are you sure? This doesn't make any sense.
So they want to extend the war out through into Europe, further into Europe.
Definitely yes. Definitely yes.
At the expense of all these innocent people. They've already taken in a bunch of the displaced individuals that were escaping from the Ukraine. And
I mean, those people, they were good people, innocent people.
Absolutely.
They never did anything bad. They are escaping. Let's say they were escaping because look, you lost everything. It was bombarding everything. People were shooting. I mean, soldiers, and you just packed everything you have, what can be fit into your car, and drive as fast as you can to opposite direction, and that is it. Bam, period, end of story.
Right.
And those people never did anything bad, just because they've been in wrong place at wrong time. You know what I mean? It's absolutely crazy.
Right. Just basic civilians. So they want to extend that from Eastern Europe and the Balkans all the way over.
Yep.
Throughout Europe, right?
Just by the way,
that's what he told you? Did he tell you that?
Yeah, literally. Because they want also called total war, what is another name for World War III. This terminology of in military, dictionary, because once you said World War, all the people, all the civilians are, oh, no, I don't want another World War. But if you say total war, common civilians, they don't understand the term. No, not at all, okay? But if you say, so they start to use this term, total war, also called total war. I just want to say hello to Tyson.
Hello, Peter. Hello, Jessica. Hello, team.
Hello. Thanks
Hello.
for being here.
Yeah, I just want to say this. I talked about the whole situation, just brief summary for you, Tyson. What Peter thought that, he laughed at my face because I'm in Slovakia. He said that we will change, that we will flip the regime and everything because we want direct war. That means NATO, whoever, I don't know, maybe US, maybe, I don't know. I don't understand because he's pretty much, he got clutch, in Europe with Lynch, but what I know, just by the way, Lynch is in Europe too, and that is not good. That is bad news bears, just by the way. Aye.
So Peter, part of this was brought on because Prime Minister Fico wanted to send money to help the civilians in the Ukraine, and it was not.
Yes, they want to, give me a second, two things. Instead of military help, aka, okay, weapons, ammo, ammunitions, heavy shells, that means big ammunition, he want to send humanitarian aid and money for, I don't know, like revitalization of, what I'm trying to say, infrastructure, or maybe if they need money for repairing army technique and something like that, okay, why the heck not? But they don't want to send directly weapons, okay? And people as thought is like, no, this is not good. But they will pretty much do everything for making Slovakia like making direct front pretty much from Slovakia, you know. But it will be anyway. It will be Slovakia. Nah, it will just move from east to west. It will be crazy. And who the heck know where it will end?
Right, who will be able to stop it?
In Austria, in Germany, in France, who the heck knows?
Yeah, who would hold back?
Yeah,
It really would become an elevated war at that point. Absolutely, and like a wildfire, right, Peter?
absolutely. Yeah.
So this was though triggered because the prime minister is, has a concern for the people. He's not a warmonger. He has a better intention, and so that triggered Peter Toth to step it up.
Definitely, but rather than that, even if prime minister will be Michael Šimečka, just by the way, is absolute opposite party, is PS, Progressive Slovensko, Progressive Slovakia. He was like, this is not good idea to send army to Ukraine, and their candidate for being president, who was Ivan Korshok, just by the way, he said, okay, send military help to Ukraine, but the military help, that means technique instead of personal. And Todd was raging because he was like, okay, I know about Fico, I know about Pellegrini. Pellegrini was originally from the same political party as Fico is, but Pellegrini then founded his own. Fico is from, or is leader of Smer, you know what means direction in English, and Hlas, it means some, let's say, voice, I don't know, something like that in English, you know. And Pellegrini, freshly elected President Pellegrini is leader of Hlas, you know. And for Todd, it was only one, he had, and he's still having only one ultimate goal: to send army, to send soldiers, Slovakian soldiers, to Ukrainian front. Because that, you know, it was like the deal, secret deal, of course, between Todd and Korshok was, I mean, Korshok, he didn't succeeded in presidential election, was okay, we will send military help. And then he praised to God, he thanked God that he lose the election, because then they made secret meeting and Todd yelled at him that he can go to hell pretty much with this agreement, because initial agreement was to send soldiers. And he was like, that wasn't the agreement. So he changed conditions, you know. He thanks God. He thanks God. Despite he shows himself that he was very unsatisfied. He was like, let's say, also quotes unquotes, blackmailing people or something. And then, after being like very angry and so and the whole situation going on, shortly after he lose the presidential election, he met with Peter Todd, and Todd yelled at him. And I was like, what the heck? And he said, but that wasn't the deal. And I was like, okay, what was the deal? The deal was originally to send technique, weapons, not soldiers. And I was like, give me a second, man. Ivo is something like slang name, like, I don't know, for example, for Donald, Danny, or Daniel is Danny. Do you know what I mean? It's slang name. Ivo, do you really believe any single word this guy? And he was like, yeah, I believed. And I was like, oh my God, why in the world you are so naive? He will lie to your eyes. He lied to your eyes. Like not a big deal. And he will do nothing. And he was like, why? Because, oh my God, geez, why in the world you were so naive?
There's a lot of lying going on these days. I don't know what's
No,
something
but
in
give
the
me a
air,
second.
but
But give me a second. He is chronicle liar. Do
yeah.
you know
Well,
what I mean?
that's what I'm saying. There's too many of them that have a voice. But I want to bring up something that people should know is that you told us about this maybe a couple of years ago. You said when the shadow group first came out, you told us what their agenda was, and we're seeing it play out right now.
Yep.
You saw this in our future.
Because
You
I
warned us.
told that. I told that.
You did. You did. I just want to remind the public, and we'll find some of the information to post it, because I know people say, we talk about different things, but we have proof. Yeah.
And because you can go on older and seek out for older videos, because we've got one thing, best thing possible. On title of the video, we've got exact day, month, and year when it was recorded.
Right. And the map. You
And
mapped
map.
it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony, did you want to say something?
Yeah, because
share?
you. Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was just acknowledging Peter Toth. I didn't know he was in the special activities division. That's definitely something that is pretty significant, because I know that's the highest level of special forces in the CIA. And that's obviously why he's in the operations he's doing, why he's like so good at lying, like obviously. But I also was just gonna say, I don't know if this had anything to do with anything, but I had a memory where I was in an area and there was a sniper that was actually firing off, and then I saw this sniper come out of the window that he was in and went down this pipe. He slid down this pipe, and I had to chase after him. But that was a recent memory that I had. I'm not sure if that had anything to do with being there, but yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, because technically, I will tell you something. We almost got Seka, Alim bin Seka, on the airport. Because there is one important thing. Of course, he got fake identities. Not a big deal. We know that, and we knew that for a long time. But he got, let's say, he had a lot of heavy plastical surgeries, and it was like, even if you have, I don't know, not head scan, but face scan, I don't know, we know that it is heavily protected. I don't know, for example, if you have iPhone, or if you have iPad or iMac, you have Face ID, and it was that well made that he will be not recognized by Face ID, just by the way. And if you went through such a crazy, and believe me, it was a heavy plastic surgeries in the first place, and crazy expensive. So, this is bad. And what I know I was there because it was in another context of existence. Pretty much, we are in big danger because they can split out and merge back multiple contexts of our existence and multiple timelines in just a few seconds. And we, just by the way, I remember you being there and another people from Unit 374, and I was like, what the heck is that? Because one thing, I remember his voice, and I was like, oi, 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 oi. This intel is, was true. Oi, oi, oi. And he went out. He just ran out. And I was like, something big is about to happen. We don't know, somewhere in Europe, but it is big thing is about to happen. And bam, it happened. And he landed in Vienna. It was like 2 days before this happened. So this happened May 15, and he landed in Vienna like Monday, May 13th, just by the way. So if you want to, if anybody want to say something.
I do. Who does he know in Vienna? You know, what's going on? I mean, obviously there's someone that's working in that division or is that area.
I don't know, to be perfectly honest. It's so crazy.
Because it looks like someone's definitely helping him, and we might be a little surprised to find out who that is. There's another piece to this, Peter, that we discovered, and I don't know if it's safe or not to talk about it.
Why not? Go ahead. I think, do you know what? This is the stakes are now are so high, and this is open war, okay? I mean, they want to flip the sovereignty of my country. This is getting personal. I don't like this.
So they had a decoy shooter. That's the one that they had on the ground. And,
decoy shooter. Yeah.
So one of the, one of our
because Jessica, look how unprofessional it was. All of them just jumped over him, and he got 5 clear shots in normal situations.
Yeah, he's right there, right in front of him. Yeah.
But give me a second. I'm talking about the sniper.
Oh.
The sniper, if he got like 2 shots, it is crazy. You got like big time. I mean, like you are happy. And 5 shots. Oh my God.
Yeah, and you usually get 1. Sometimes you just get 1 as a sniper, right?
Yep, you are right.
I know. We were looking at it. The peacekeeper, part of our team members, he noticed he has a military background, and he said it doesn't look like anyone's really running around. They're just kind of standing there, and the guy that supposedly was the shooter, the guy Juraj.
Yeah. You're right.
He was, they weren't really roughing him up or anything. They were just kind of like holding him there, and he was very passive. And something didn't seem right about that. And I thought that was a good, people that have experience, they know they can see what some of these things are, and what doesn't, is like a red flag that some things are not right. But in the beginning, they don't really show the decoy shooter. And when they did show him, I recognized him right away. He looked like a clone or a complete match of this person that I know very well.
Yeah, I think it is. I know, but I think we don't want to talk about him without his allowance. What do you think?
I think, we're not going to show him. We're not going to name him.
Okay. And now I
But
understand.
but
Okay.
the thing that was really crazy is he is not anti anything. I know that they've used him as a soldier in the past, but he
But sorry for interrupting you, but Jessica. But what we know that they were and they still are using his apartment as pretty much, let's say, jumping point and vantage point. And I'm like, what the heck are you talking
it
about? And
might be
then,
the old apartment because I told him to move out. They were having so many problems, and I mentioned this on one of the shows before, that the shadow group was using this apartment in Florida as a jump gate, similar
definitely, it
to,
is like that.
yeah. So, and they would have like all this paranormal and seeing things flying around, and you know what I mean, like apparitions, and it was hyperactive. They were constantly waking up feeling like they were in a battle. They were being probably taken to my labs in the process. And then the shadow group literally was moving through there and doing all these things and going through the timelines right from that point. And remember, it's close to Cape Canaveral. And so they were jumping into space as well. I mean, it was
I am.
insane.
I will definitely. I will definitely be, let's say, not surprised if it will happen just like that. I mean, they are slicky and sneaky. I mean, sorry, Shadow Group.
Yeah,
Jeez.
very, very. And I'm not really sure, kind of like Navy John, who was inadvertently around them, doesn't remember a single thing about it, but he was around them and you were able to identify when this all started. This is like the next phase of it where they were using this apartment in Florida as a jump gate to then launch and do all these things to the point where they I don't have any confirmation from you, but it appears very much like they used this guy or his identity
No,
to
no,
be the
no.
fall
You
guy.
you are right. That literally that happened, and it still is happening. You are right.
Yeah, we don't have him out of the he's in the hot seat right now, and he's been in terrible pain for years. So we know that they've been doing things to him, and he wants out. And when we saw the picture of him, we were all shocked, to be honest with you. You know, there was a bunch of us that know each other, and then we showed you. So this adds another complexity to it. So they're using other identities to be the fall guy, to do these things, and
Yeah.
that's a problem. That's and this is how they're getting away with stuff. So, as an investigator, you go and take pictures. You're a journalist. You're taking down notes. You're looking at all the people around it. We go into the ACIO. We're looking at the spiritual element of it and how that they're doing things that don't make any sense. Where you see someone and then they're missing. I can validate that just as I have with some of the numbers group, that they can appear in a space and they can exit. You won't be able to track them in a car. You won't be able to catch them underground. You won't be able to see where they went. They will literally be gone.
As
They'll
you
be
said, like nobody open and close the door and anything.
no,
Yeah.
no. They will literally be gone. If they have the right technology, they can jump. And I know some of the movies, they'll show like people that are time traveling or bilocating or whatever, they have to, they're naked and they don't have any clothes on or anything like that. It's not like that. I mean, these people are fully clothed. They can easily transport to wherever they're going. And so it's easy for them to commit a crime and exit, and these are not of the natural status of a regular person. And it's not just an object either. I mean, I think some of these people have that ability.
Yeah, this is absolutely crazy. And what I'm saying, they want to literally they want total war. I'm like, what the heck is going on here?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Tyson, did you want to share anything? I know you've been patiently waiting here, and if you had something that you would like to share.
Yeah.
No, not for the moment. Not for the moment. But Peter, you mentioned that Eli Rizov was almost caught, right?
No. Alan Venseca was
Ah,
almost
Alimbe.
caught, but
Okay.
I will tell you something pretty much that his brother, sorry, I mean Eli's brother, David Rizov, who is really good guy, is helping us a lot and all kind of the stuff, and he's ashamed. He said me literally like that, like, I am ashamed to have such a black sheep in the family. And I was like, you can't pick the family, what I'm trying to say, the whole situation. But this is it. They don't want the special activities division, the CIA and everything. I will not watch my language. I will literally spell them. Okay? Why in the world not? They want to change, to flip the regime. It is not they don't like the political party who is in charge. I mean, the politicians, they are in charge in Slovakia. No. They want to flip the regime. But the question is, if we have democracy, yeah, people are, let's say, polarized. One group of people likes our government, another group absolutely hate them. No. This is about people. They did not realize, okay, that you can not like but love politicians, and you can freely say it in opposite way. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And you will lose this voice if you will have dictatorship. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because it doesn't matter if you like either one political wing, if we want to call it that way, middle left or middle right or something like that. No. Who the heck cares about that? The people don't understand one thing. Because if there will be the dictatorship or some sort of autocratic, semi-autocratic regime, once only if you agree with one political party, and I don't want to say either actual government or actual opposition. No, if there will be another party, if they will create something and everything, they will show the people how happy they are and how perfect it is. Who the heck knows? Who the hell care? People should just keep their mouth shut. Do you know what I'm trying to say? People don't understand this one basic thing. They fought for a freedom in 1989. It was also called Velvet Revolution. No people were shot. No people were killed. It was definitely not Romanian case scenario where when approximately in 1989 too, where approximately 20,000 people were killed, and we cannot, let's say, appreciate those values. You know what I mean? It looks like that. It definitely looks like that. We cannot pretty much understand that we cannot be happy about those values. You know what I'm trying to say? It doesn't make it, we cannot appreciate those values of freedom. Do you know what I mean? People have rings with keys. That was pretty much it. They've got army. you know. They can kill, I don't know how many dozens of thousands of people, and they didn't do it. They didn't do it because they were like, okay, this is end. This is the end, okay? This is finish line. And that's the reason why in the world people don't understand it, that we should pretty much be, you know what I mean, like intolerance. That's my question. I don't understand. I'm just saying, you know what I'm trying to say.
So these are some, this was that, like you said, that Velvet Revolution.
Yep.
And same region of what's happening right now, and you all remember it. And
Yep.
like you said, there was no bloodshed. It was...
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
And this is it. No single person was killed, okay? It wasn't the Romanian case scenario. What happened in Romania? Approximately 20,000 people were killed.
What was that? It was Romania? What was it?
Romania, yeah. It was on Christmas Eve 1989. Yeah, it was absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy.
I think I watched a movie about this. I think there was a movie on it.
Absolutely crazy, you know?
Yeah. And in that part of the world, it seems like there's always something
You are
going
right.
on for years.
You are right. But this is it. It looks like you know, people have quote unquote short memory. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
This is it what I'm trying to say. Do you know what I mean? It's like and I absolutely don't care or if some murder attempt will be on any of politicians in the part of the government or part of the political opposition, because those politicians have right to have their own different opinions. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That is what democracy is about.
Right. So this is here again. This is the
look. He looks like a homeless, like half homeless man.
Poor, struggling.
Yeah. He wasn't the shooter. Yeah. He was a decoy, as you said.
Yeah.
As you said.
There.
As you said.
Yeah, well, I was looking at his shoes and the way he was dressed and everything. He didn't look like he was in that situation, you know, to be that aggressive. And I suppose anyone could be if they were upset enough, but they literally had him as what, like a sleeper, like a
sleeper lone wolf. They called him just like that.
Sleeper lone wolf. Yep.
Yep.
There's a lot of this. There's other pieces to this too, and you see, you know, they didn't take him out in the right way. Corporal X pointed out a lot of interesting things. You know, the way that they took him.
It was pure amateurism.
Amateur, yeah. Almost like, yeah, not the way that you would treat a prime minister.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Give me a second, because what I said, Peter Todd is involved. And he's, quote unquote, happy for what happened.
So there's the helicopter.
Yeah.
But that's just like a regular one, right? That any civilian use.
Nothing special.
Now, what is his condition right now, Peter? Do you have an update on that?
Stable, but still very serious.
And they hit him in the stomach area?
In stomach area, 5 times. It is absolutely crazy. So this man is definitely satisfied.
I noticed that he was a key witness to the Kuciak murder trial.
But
Wasn't
give
he
me
your
a second.
friend,
It is
Kuciak?
absolutely crazy because he ordered the whole murder, and he was key witness. What the heck? They were that blindfolded.
Kuciak was your friend, right?
Very good. Young boy. I mean, not boy, but pretty much he was like 27, 28 when he was killed, and I was like, what the heck? Oh my.
And he worked for what was the story behind that? His name is John?
Yeah, it is pretty much like Ian or something like that. Yeah, because he went too deep to the rabbit hole, and I was like, man, you
Him right
shouldn't
there.
write this. You shouldn't write this. It's not good idea, man. And he was like, because he was, let's say he was up to write the truth. He was up to write the truth about Peter Toth. There was this Kochner guy, you know, Marian Kochner, who is a rich, let's say, very wealthy businessman, but he is now behind the bars, just by the way, because of money fraud, tax fraud, and everything. But technically, yep, exactly. And this is official version that Johnny, you know, Jan Kuciak, you know, he wrote constantly about Kochner. Yeah, but it was only, let's say, the tiny top of the of huge iceberg, because he got everything of spy network. He worked so heavily on it. About Peter Toth, and I was like, Johnny, why in the world are you doing this? Are you serious? And he was like, but it is the truth. It is the truth. We need people should know the truth. And I was like, man, I believe you. You people should know the truth. I am up for it, but it is goddamn dangerous. They can kill you. And you know the rest of the story.
So him and his fiance were shot at their home.
But Jessica, not shot. They used I don't know, it was, I think it was AK-47. They were that heavily shot that only, you know, he got all over the corpse, the stomach part. He got the bullets, and she got the head totally dumped, only via DNA, and I think it was, you know,
Wow.
the, how can I say it, the records of teeth. Do you know what I mean? It was crazy. It wasn't just, let's say, 1-2 bullets and something like that and bye. No, end of story. It was crazy. They emptied in them 2 magazines. It is 60 shots. It is like 30 shots each. They emptied 2 magazines. Do you know what does it mean?
That's unbelievable, because look at here, they say both were shot at a close range with a 9mm.
Of course, give me a second.
handgun.
This is official version.
No evidence of a struggle. Nothing appeared to be stolen, and 2 empty cartridges in the crime scene.
Give me a second.
Several unused bullets.
But
yeah,
give me a second. This was official version, because they don't want to talk about that somebody ordered it and they went it for good. They made it for good.
Yeah, we talked about when he died.
But I was like, what the heck, man? Because he was so close to ending it. but he was still missing the important, let's say, leads. And I was like, man, you know who is behind everything of this. You know that. Why in the world you are doing this? This is life dangerous stuff. They can kill you at any moment.
Yeah, and they do it, at least admit that it was an assassination.
Of course it was. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? 2 magazines of AK-47. It's absolutely crazy. It was 60 shots. And for official purposes, they said like a 9 millimeters. Hey, go away.
But they never say who did it.
Oh, yeah, you are right. You are right.
Oh, look at this. Talk about Fico here.
Of course, because they all, let's say, they screwed the whole, investigation. They screwed it because they were afraid from Peter. I mean, give me a second. Not because they don't like Kuciak or something. No, because they were afraid of Peter Todd. Look, 2018. Look how worried looks Robert Fico. He's in the middle of picture. Look.
Yeah.
Because he knew even at the time. He knew even at the time.
Who was this guy right here, Robert Kalanak?
Yeah, he was the Secretary of Internal Affairs.
And this one right here, or is he a bodyguard?
No, definitely not. He was Secretary of Foreign Affairs.
Foreign Affairs.
Yeah. Give me a second. What I am saying, that at the time they know. Oh my God.
Look at how this has progressed since 2018. All of this stuff happening because Peter Toth was unchecked. No one did anything.
But give me a second, because it happened. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
If you'll allow me, Jessica, I have one, let's say, feedback followed by one question. First feedback is that case of that young gentleman that was Peter's friend. It's it's a very vital lesson learned, because I believe when you're a truth researcher, there's a part that you want to really put the information out there, because you when you see something and you know that you're privileged to have figure it out, you want to put it out there. But there's another thing too is, and this goes back to what Peter is saying, is I'll take my example. I know I have, I'm going to call it escort, or, let's say escort by protection, right? But yet there's a level I cannot go. If not, I will prone myself, or whatever is the team or wherever. We can prone ourselves to a delicate and difficult situation. So this is probably for all the censor people out there who really sometimes want to expose things whatsoever. This is only a lesson that there's certain protocols that one should not go over, in order to avoid unwanted circumstances. My question, Peter, was the following. If I recall right, this gentleman had some footage of underground bases, right?
Yes, you are very right. But give me a second. I will tell you. We've got heavy protection on him. But I will tell you how those shooters avoid the protection. Because they split it, the realities, the context of existence. They went through the I don't know, gateway, passageway, call it as you like. They matched them together, and I was like, what the heck is that? And then it was moment of surprise, and they somehow entered the place and emptied 2 magazines. Oh my God.
So,
Sorry.
this is in the same. That modus operandi was similar to what was shown in the movie Tenet.
Absolutely, you are right. Not very similar. Absolutely the same modus operandi. You are right.
And by the way, Tenet is only a disclosure about Shadow Group from what's it called? That guy, Christopher Nolan. Is that the director?
Yes, you are right. You are very right. Yes. But this is it, man, because he was so mean for true, and I was like, okay, Johnny, why in the world do you want to get True out? I mean, I understand you, but man, this is goddamn dangerous, work. You know which kind of rival you are against. Don't, because he don't. It looks like it looked like he don't fully realize the whole potential risks. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, oh my God. And then they did it, because nobody of us, none of us, literally, understood at the time what the heck it is. What the heck it is. And then we understand. They split it realities / contexts of existence and all kind of that stuff. It was absolutely crazy. Lousy.
Hey, sorry about that. My phone went dead, but I got charged back. So yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No, everything is completely fine. Z, it's fine. We are just talking about operations, another operations from Peter Todd, and how his, let's say, big coming on the scene started with killing my friend Johnny. I was like, no, you shouldn't do that. This is getting personal, and it happened in February 2018 when he was killed. I was like, you shouldn't do that, man. You shouldn't do that, because friend of mine, was like, okay, I want to get the truth, and he got so many intel on Peter Todd, so many intel, and they totally screwed the investigation on him, that he was just as a not as main suspect, but only as a witness. And I was like, what the heck? And as we can see, yeah, can you open this picture? This is Prime Minister Fico in the middle of the picture. Look how worried he looked in even at that time, because he knew very good who they are standing, or who they were standing against. It was Peter Todd. And his official cover, Peter Todd's official cover, it was like being journalist. Nah. Somebody who is in special activities division and he's journalist. Oh my God, no. Hell no. Nah. As you said, the special activities division. Oh my God, no.
That's a perfect cover for someone that's operating in the special activities division.
Yeah, special activities division. Oh my God. But come on a second, this is so. It is hilarious, man. Oh my God. But did he look for you as a somebody being journalist? Oh, hell no. Hell
No,
no.
he's got a military cut.
Yeah. And he used some sort of very, how should we say it politely, inappropriate words once we faced each other, and he said, nah, we will flip a regime in this country if you like it or not. And I will say, I told him, do you really believe so, man?
Yeah, and then Ben Seca fled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is like, are there any operations going out to like take out Ali bin Seka, or any operations that are, you know, going on to stop, you know, what's going on?
Yeah, sorry, I was muted. Give me a second.
Okay.
My fault. They are all of them. Okay, they are furious that we captured her show. My question is, what the heck is going on with her? Now,
They were helping her to jump.
Jessica, it kind of looks like that.
Well, I want to show you something. Here's something else that happened in the news. Suddenly we get this picture
Look.
of Charles, right? There's the monarch butterfly.
Oh my God.
Everything's red. He said it represents the bright red of the Welsh Guards. And showing military.
Yeah. Bad news.
Statement here.
Bad news bears.
So this all happened right around the same time, and so that's Shaw House making a statement that they were not happy about what happened with Heather, and you know, since when does a monarch have a butterfly floating by their shoulder? I don't think I've ever seen any type of artwork of this nature.
Nope.
Especially wearing a military garment, that does not match. It doesn't match.
Definitely not. You are right. It doesn't make any sense.
The red also reminds me of that their plans of excessive bloodshed.
I will tell you something. And do you know what? Bloodshed in the first place and in the second place. Do you know what happened with the woods near Chernobyl? They get tremendously high levels of radiation. They went completely red.
She looks like she's wearing camo here.
Yeah.
Is that me, or is that?
No, you are right.
So that the woods went completely red. Where?
Near Chernobyl. Those woods, because they are heavily irradiated.
Irradiated, yeah. Wow.
Jessica, do you know what does it mean? That we should be ready for atomic war. Oh my God!
That's exactly what they're trying. They're preparing everyone for it.
They want to provoke Russia. Just by the way.
I know they do. Yep. They have been already. Talking about the endangered butterfly, like in other words, we lost one. Right? They lost one of their butterflies.
Yeah.
It's Heather.
Because he was like in rage, but on one hand, but controlling it on the other hand, and make some sort of fun from me. It was literally as Kevin Spacey in this very weird New Year's or it was like Christmas wish, like which kind of Christmas will be without wish from me. And I was like, what the heck it is. It was so crazy. Yeah.
He was wearing an apron, I think.
Yeah, you are right.
I like definitely just get, just the feeling of like pure evil when talking about this and Monarch, and it's just like I feel it in my soul. It's evil.
Yeah.
Without a
It is.
message from me. That's right. What would Christmas Eve be without a message from me? And say to all those out there who might be suffering, it gets better. It does get better. Happy holidays, everyone.
I don't know about this one. I think it's the other one, Peter. You were thinking.
No, that was it. It was absolutely crazy. I mean, give me a second. Not what he was saying, not the content, but the way how he was saying. It was absolutely crazy.
Like he's very relaxed and then he jumps up and it's like he's angry.
This is absolutely what I'm talking about.
Like hiding. Well, he's a good actor. But the other one that he does that I was thinking about, let me see if I can find it. This one right here.
Okay, go ahead and play it.
I know what you want. Oh, sure, they may have tried to separate us, but what we have is too strong, it's too powerful. Conclusions can be so deceiving. Miss me?
And do you know which kind of ring it was? You know, Jessica, the ring. The wedding ring of Tissue Princess. You know that. Jessica.
We didn't know about it then. Yeah.
Jessica, 800 million year old ring. Oh my God. This is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, that is. Yeah, and
Give me a second, Jessica. I'll tell you something. Sorry for interrupting you again. Do you know which kind of? We know that was a weird video, crazy weird video. The second one, but I will tell you something. What was the first video about?
Suicide.
The first video wasn't about people encourage to live and don't commit a suicide. It was to commit a suicide. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was subliminally putting that in their heads. And the other video is in response to, that's when people started to accuse him and bring him to court for rape and for molestations and all this other stuff, which he had multiple. Yeah, and that came out right. That was the Christmas that it came out right before the court hearings were coming up, and we thought he was going to get in trouble. And then he even went to England, and he had to. People were accusing him, and interesting enough, many of those people didn't make it; they died of natural causes, of course. Or suicide. Some of them died from suicide, I think. Which is horrible, absolutely horrible. But we're talking about Monarch. It's Monarch.
Aye.
That's so weird, bad, and feels off about that commercial. Was right away. It's like, why would you make a commercial like that so deep and like so triggering to suicide? Bringing it up, and it just does not feel right at all.
You are goddamn right. Give me a second. But look, isn't this perfect, also called Paul Serene case scenario?
Yeah. And we have King Charles.
It's King Charles.
I know, I keep on wanting to call him Prince, but he is no longer a prince. And he was kind of absent. The Kate is absent. You don't see her anywhere. And Harry is, I don't know, they were doing something in Nigeria. I'm not sure what the agenda was there as well. So there's a lot of maneuvering that's happening here. And all right, so Tyson, why don't you go ahead and share?
Yeah, your thoughts. Yeah.
Oh
Insight.
yeah. Well, regarding uh Prince Charles whatsoever, I think you just can Peter talk about that. I think last week, but they took over the original um British or British Moors. The same time when the whole 12 Dipladians put the whole act of terrorism. I gotta say, principle. I know for a fact in IT, right? But this matches well um, the same time, like 1800s, where um, Mobius really redefined and changed the whole geographical historical context where you have cities that are not there anymore. You have
Literally, that
Yep.
happened approximately 18th century. Yeah, you are right. Literally.
Exactly, and this gave birth to a Mobius. I gotta say it. This gave birth to a Mobius creation known as Cassie Country. All right, known as Canada, and things have came up. That's why the I gotta say on the continental United States, the it's not things have been overthrown and it's not the republic, but now he has switched to another thing. And what I'm saying, things that were in America first, they flip it and they put it in Europe and vice versa. So
You are goddamn right, man. That's the reason why they've got so many quote unquote double cities. I mean, the same named cities and all kind of situation. You are right.
yeah. I know we talked about this probably a year ago, Peter and Jessica, but yeah, I mean the whole thing with and that as well too. That's why we have so many boundaries known as what's it called again, borders, and why all the continental United States have been broken down into, correct me, I don't know how many states, but 40-ish or 50-ish states. But if people wants to know, yeah, you guys are talking about what? Well, everything that's been happening, it's only a Mobius construct. You know what I'm saying? And quite evidence. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah.
Yes, you are right, because pretty much the whole, let's say, tube computers, very old ones. No, forget it. They were like in very late 40s, or let's say mid 40s, shortly after Second World War, or let's say in the very end of Second World War. Give me a second, in this context of existence, forget it. They started originally in 18th century. It is absolutely crazy, and nobody wants to believe that. We in ACIO have proof for it. Even what we have in certain countries, they've got astronomists and all kind of those things, mathematicians and all kind of those people, chemicians. How in the world they will have those knowledges, those algorithms, complicated math operations without the computers? Forget that. Hell no, definitely not. And I mean, give me a second. I know that those people were very smart at the time, and they pretty much, quotes in quotes, jump the era. Do you know what I mean? Jump over the era.
Yep.
I need to add.
Mobius, right? Mobius. This is the activity of Mobius.
Yes, but
Yes.
give me a second. How in the world they pretty much let Alexandrian library to burn down, and all kind of pretty much unvalued wisdom it was so many tremendous big amount of wisdom there, and they let to burn it, and then almost like 250, almost 3 centuries, like before, quotes in quotes, official recognition of first computers, and they start to use them, or let's say they let them introduce for scientific purposes. And it is absolutely crazy. It was approximately in the end of 18th century, they had such a stuff like even we don't have. We are having like 2 nanometers, and we are like, nah, it is the limit of technology. You can't manufacture smaller chips like that. And they had it. And even, just by the way, it wasn't nothing new. It was ancient technology from ancient Samaria, aka Mesopotamia, but they were not, or let's say, technologically advanced enough in order to, how can I say, to let work it again, you know. At the time, they were okay, those are tubes, they figure out how to get them work again, but what the heck? And now we are so happy that we've got AI, artificial intelligence, and all kind of those things. What the heck? No. And why we are talking about this situation? Because they want to create war, okay? And they want to move to the Mars.
They want to, but not with everyone. Just
no, give me a second. Hell no, with anyone. Only picked people, chosen people.
There's 3 societies that I could think of that just disappeared out of nowhere. One is the PICT, PICT. This was a group over in Scotland that just disappeared. No one knows where they went. I know they jumped or they were pulled out and put in another reality. The Anasazi, who is over at Chaco Canyon, and the Wingmakers, they disappeared. A whole tribe disappeared. They were taken.
And the whole another civilization, Atlantis,
Lemuria,
and Shangri-La,
Shangri-La, the Mayans as well would disappear.
Who, Jessica? Who?
The Mayans.
The Mayans, yeah.
Yeah, there was a few societies that just, so they're taken out or they're brought in as something else.
No, Jessica, they reached the vibration limit, and they are like, what the heck? Why the heck we should be stopped with this vibration? And ping, and they jumped to another higher, vibration limit, and they want to create, quotes in quotes, civilization restart, because they want to create war with atomic / I don't know, hydrogen warheads,
Yeah, not the Anasazi or the PICT. You mean the others that
give me a second. I'm talking, they want to provoke Russia in order to make a total war.
The Shadow Group.
Shadow Group, of course.
To be clear, yeah. But these other groups, they did already, they lifted out and they had help. They did.
Yeah. And but that's the problem, that we as ACIO are unable to help 8 billions of people at all. And we are not capable to help them, like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Transport them.
Yeah, in one, let's say, one try, do you know what I mean? No. And that's the stuff. And those people, what the heck? They really believe that it will be only on eastern part of globe? Hell no. China got their atomic warhead headed all over the Australia. Oh, I know what I was in shock that US and UK, they've got crazy big number of warheads in Australia and New Zealand. They are headed to Russia and China. And I was like, what the heck is going on here?
Yeah.
And it is, give me a second, Jessica. Just in Australia, in inland, okay, those huge silos, we know ICBMs, what does it mean? Intercontinental ballistic missiles. Just in Australian inland, they've got 5 times big silos that, 5 times more counts they are officially claiming that they have. UK. It is crazy. 5 times. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just, it will go everywhere, just all at once. Someone will hit
of course.
It's insane. Tyson, you want to say something?
Oh yeah, for the audience, the new or the regular ones, just to support the latest conversation, right, about ancient people, or whether, just like mentioned, right, ancient people, and the thing that ACIO cannot help, the vast amount of people on the planet. Because I can share this for my personal experience. People seeing the news, I gotta go with this reference 80, right? Things are bad at the surface, but I met advanced people, all right. Like Peter mentioned, they are on a different, I'm gonna say, plane, all right. It's still there in 80, but not at the surface, and they're simply, well, with the one who greets me and welcome me told me that there's something really simple. People on the surface need to know their proper historical thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about like there's a savior that's gonna save them. All right. And because the whole thing with the savior, I know we've been saying a lot of times, but this is a 12D Palladian construct. You know what I'm saying? So I simply wanted to have this because on my own personal experience, I only wanted to support, if Peter, and if people are saying, hey, well, what aren't you guys are doing stuff whatsoever, you know what I'm saying, to help everyone. I know we are, but it's not the right formula, or that thinking is not the right thinking, the way to do so. That's all.
The question was, who has the nuke football, and who is he?
He don't know. No, give me a second. He's actually a poor guy because pretty much he got 2 diagnoses. Dementia and being senile. So pretty much he don't know what is going on all around. Friends of mine, they've been in this conferences. They told me constantly that he's always talking about his childhood and how he's old teenager and being in early 20s in a ranch in Pennsylvania when and where he grew up. And he talked about many times about war in Korea and Vietnam and all kind of that stuff, and he don't understand the basic situation in the world. And this guy has
it's not the same guy. There's no way.
But give me a second. This is what I'm talking about.
Does guy from Pennsylvania, this one right here,
Yeah.
who, and yeah, but what he's interacting with, he's pivotal in Ukraine. I mean, he's very, very involved.
This is what I'm talking about. I'm just, give me a second, but I'm just saying it is crazy. If people, they are senile, have pretty much just shaking a thumb on the red button of nuke football, it is like yeah, bad news bears for the whole world. Do you know what I mean? Jeez.
But does anyone have control over this situation? I mean,
oh my God. I'm just saying the
it's
whole
supposed to be
situation.
different.
The script is totally different.
Different. Yep.
This is absolutely crazy. And this man, and this Peter Todd man, he always wants to get NATO countries involved because this is 12 D Pleiades, as you said, Tyson. This is 12 D Pleiades construct, and 12 D Pleiades, they've got bad astral parasites on them, and they need to feed them with bad energy, with hatred, fear, and everything, you know.
It is. It's really bad. We have a lot of different things working against us since was it pivotal around 2018, 2017, 2018?
Yeah.
We started to launch a lot of these new plans, and they got everyone in the world on board. They inserted all those that they wanted in charge in each nation, and devised their plan, and they have a long running list of things that they want to do.
And now they are so mad just because of her show.
She was an important asset for them. She was able to jump time. She was able to change things. I think single-handedly, she probably could change our reality if she wanted to.
Yep.
Because of the technology she had access to. Yeah, go ahead, Tyson.
Oh, but the fact that she stole the ring, all right, of that 15D Palladian princess, she took things way too far, right? Way too far.
You are right. It is, action, reaction, consequences.
But then we have it back, or is there a replica of it anywhere else that we need to know?
No. We have it back literally, and this is it. Give me a second. You can make not hundreds, thousands, dozens of thousands, hundreds of thousands replicas. Nah, there is only one original, okay? And we have original, and that's the reason. Technically two reasons why they are so furious. Because we captured Heather in the first place, and we've got the original ring. Thank you,
Tyson.
Tyson, thank you very much for being here with us.
Thanks to all. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
This is crazy, Jessica. They are so furious. But I don't want to let this happen in my country. No. This gets
personal. Yeah, we're not finished yet. We still have the shadow group that we haven't fully locked down yet. And of course, Janet Shaw's pretty active still. And I did see her today. So
yeah, but she started to lose her voice. Like for all, just by the way.
Yeah, Queenie's still out there, and I don't know. How many others, of course, Charles is making a very strong symbolic statement. And
this is direct message to us, pretty much.
Yeah, because, within days, that's when they launched the assassination attempt.
Yeah, definitely. Just by the way, the French synagogue, you know, in the synagogue, it was one of the oldest synagogue in the Europe, when not in the world. And there is powerful energy, not for Khazarian people, but for true Jewish people, right? And just by the way, this man who wants to set the synagogue in fire, you know, it wasn't to set synagogue on fire. I will tell you. He want one thing. One thing. He want to steal the important artifact. You know.
Yeah, that's what, yeah. There's a lot of that. And this guy escaped too from France.
Yeah, you are right. You are
And
right.
who this is the Fly, they call him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mohammed Amra, alias the Fly, an armed gang with ambushed a prison convoy, killing 2 prison officers. And who is this guy, Peter? Is he working with anyone particular, or?
Give me a second. He is contractor. So pretty much he worked for anybody who will pay
Okay.
for any kind of work or something like, let's say, dirty work, of course, because not Khazarians, but Jewish people, very honest, good, true Jewish people with benevolent, you know, let's say, intentions. They are having artifacts, and those artifacts have, you know, big, let's say, abilities, big and strong abilities. And they of course, because they lose the time traveling ring, and then they want to steal from this synagogue. They are calling it.
What's the name of it? Synagogue? The synagogue in where?
Yeah.
In France?
Yeah, in France. I don't know. It was in Paris, I think. I don't know. It was in. Yeah.
To burn the synagogue? Was that it, or?
But yeah, give me a second. Pretty much. One thing is important, that they were up to steal also called Eye of Truth. It is approximately 2 inches in diameter. It means 5 centimeters in diameter, and it is crystal. Eye of Truth. It is crystal. Yeah. I mean, you can't get it on the internet.
Okay.
And it is the thing that once you know what you want to. Yeah, this is it. Look.
Right here?
Yep, this is it. Exactly. This is it. Eye of Truth. Literally, Eye of Truth. And it is in crystal ball. And if you know, in ancient Ivrit language, in ancient Hebrew language, if you want to ask something, you want to get the truth, you will ask the question. But give me a second. In Ivrit, in ancient Hebrew language, you will ask the question. You will say some formula, and you will see the exact truth in this Eye of Truth. This is it.
Wow. So it's almost like researching or getting the truth out of someone, or is it like a truth serum, or?
No, you are right. Truth serum. And this is it. If somebody is, I don't want to say knocked out, but for example, you are on the chair, you can't move, and they get it in your hand, for example, in your palm, okay? You even don't need to say any single word, because they will ask the Eye of Truth, and they will see it. They will see it. It is absolutely crazy. So pretty much they lose time traveling ring, but instead of that, they have this. It's powerful artifact.
And it's very old.
Give me a second. It is approximately the same age as the wedding ring of Tishel Princess. Yeah. It's not good.
No.
Definitely not. It is very old Hebrew artifact, you know.
And that's what well, I mean, it makes you wonder if some of these artifacts should not be in the hands of many different people.
Yeah.
Even if it belongs in their lineage, if they're misusing it, you know.
Because, give me a second, I will tell you something. That's the reason why Hebrew people were split to bad ones, aka Khazarians, and to true Hebrew people with benevolent intentions, because Khazarians start to misuse, let's say, power of this eye of truth. They start to misuse it for their own benefits, and they used it against you know, common people, and so on and so on and so on. And good people, good Hebrew people, they were like, what are you doing? This will turn against you. Are you serious? And then it happened. You know what I'm talking about. It happened.
Yeah.
And this is it. We don't want to let Slovakia be first front country of war all over the place in the Europe. But give me a second. It will not be about Europe. It will be, you know, ICBMs with atomic warheads / I don't know, biochemical warfare warheads. They will fly all over the place in the orbit.
Are you?
So it will be in I don't know. It will be in US all over in the Canada, you know. It will be in Southern America, all over the place. In Asia, you know. Here, I mean, not here. I am not here, but mostly where I lived for more than 10 years in Australia. It will be everywhere. Jeez.
So do you feel hopeful that while you're over there in Slovakia that you're getting closer?
Definitely yes.
You may have more than one confrontation with Peter Toth.
Oh, there will be a lot of them, believe me.
Okay, so we're here supporting you as a team, and the listeners. Of course, we can't disclose other information that you are aware of and what you're looking into right now.
Yeah, it will be, you know, we've got mission, and we definitely don't want to jeopardize the mission. You know.
Right. Is there anything else that you would like to address, or do you feel like you've shared the information you want to share with the public today?
I think we are good for this show.
Well, Tyson's already left us. I'm wondering, Anthony Zender, would you like to say any last thoughts?
Maybe.
I just, yeah, thank you for having me on. It's always an honor and a pleasure to be on the show with the team and with Peter, because, I mean, it's very important to recognize the and officialness of the ACIO and Peter. So it's an honor to be on the show. Thank you.
Thank you for being on the show with us today, Anthony. It's always nice to have the team here and to contributing ideas and thoughts. It's critical. We usually have our discussions privately, but on occasion we share these discussions with the public. So how about you, Peter? Any last thoughts?
I think we are good for this show. Thank you very much, Jessica, for giving me special opportunity to have this very important show. And thank you for giving me opportunity to be on your channel. And I'm looking forward for next time. And stay strong, and one thing, stay safe. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And we want to say thank you to all of our listeners and thank you for joining us as we peek into current events and letting you know and join in with us as we look at a very pivotal time in history. The dark ones are ready to step us into a very dangerous and world-changing scenario if things don't happen quickly. I'm grateful that Peter is actually there on the turf, on the land, facing the shadow group. We are working over here as well, trying to do the same and decipher and figure out everything that we can. Team is ready to go at any moment. So support us, send your positive intentions, and thank you so much for listening and your support. Have a good day.
You have been watching Disclosures. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Visit www.acio-official.org and www.readingsbyarael.com to book a private session with Jessica. Feel free to support our work. All links can be found in the description. Thank you, and until next time.